Good evening. Thanks for joining us. We have slow-moving thunderstorms producing heavy rainfall, and it's causing many hazards across central and eastern Kentucky. And the biggest hazard is flash flooding. We have a flash flood watch for majority of the area highlighted in this green color until 2 a.m. We already have a few flash flood warnings that are currently in effect for Owsley, and we have for Clay and Laurel County. A lot of these will be expiring by 7:30, but we could have more flash flooding warnings issued, so make sure you are staying in tune. We'll keep you updated. Your news starts now.
While COVID remains a threat, we are no longer in crisis.
With that, Governor Andy Beshear ends his weekly coronavirus briefings, officially reopening Kentucky.
Can you spell onomatopoeia? We know one kid who can, and that's an easy one for her.
Why Dante Allen is looking forward to being one of several shooters this year.
You're watching ABC 36 News at 5.
Good evening. We're glad you're here tonight. I'm Veronica.
And I'm Monica, in for Tom Kenny. After a year and a half of restrictions and lockdowns today, Governor Andy Beshear gave the final regular briefing of the coronavirus.
It's kind of hard to imagine because for months at the beginning of the pandemic, most of us would come together at 5 to watch. We stopped our whole newscast actually at this time. We just sat here, we would watch, took notes because so much changed so quickly. But tonight, our top story at 5 is Kentucky's reopening. Governor Beshear officially signed an executive order today lifting most of the COVID-19 restrictions. That means there's no longer a statewide mask mandate. You'll just have to keep wearing a mask in some places like the airport and hospitals. There aren't any more capacity limits. All businesses and venues back to 100%. Beshear says the past year was a crisis, but Kentucky was a national leader in battling the pandemic.
In many ways, I think the emotion is relief about this being the last COVID regular press conference. And I don't mean relief in the sense that I don't have to come up here and do it. I mean relief in that we're at this point.
Next, he says you can expect a permanent memorial for lives lost to COVID-19 and continued updates from the governor's office, just on a smaller scale. A Kentucky lawmaker has pre-filed a bill that would ban a vaccine passport. What is a vaccine passport? Proof you've received your coronavirus vaccine. Republican Representative Brandon Reed from Hodgenville wants to prevent Kentucky government entities, schools, and businesses from demanding that proof before providing you with a service. Reed says he knows the Biden administration says it has no plans of requiring such a passport, but he wants to send a clear message. Kentuckians shouldn't be required to release medical information. The bill will be considered during the next legislative session, which will begin in early January.
The Kentucky Association of Health Plans is partnering with Kentucky Sports Radio, trying to get as many people vaccinated as possible in eastern Kentucky. The groups traveled to different cities this week. Today, they set up shop at the Harley-Davidson store in London, where KSR rallied dozens of listeners to the store. Association Executive Director Tom Stevens says he wanted the atmosphere to be inviting and fun to ease the tensions surrounding the vaccine. Thomas Hammond says it worked. He got his shot, and get this, he won $500 for doing so.
Everybody was really just friendly and open, and they had a good KSR show, so I mean, I loved it. It's been a great day.
I think we've been able to touch on some people that maybe have vaccine hesitancy or just weren't ready for it. So we've been able to tap into a new audience, which really kind of makes the heart grow fonder.
Stevens says more than 30 people got their dose Friday at the event. With the reopening of Kentucky, festivals like Danville's 31st Great American Brass Band are celebrating being back together again.
It's pretty exciting. The festival is set to start at 5:30, about 30 minutes from now. ABC 36's Danielle Seda is there live. Danielle, people from around town and out of town have kept this weekend marked on their calendars for quite a while.
Yeah, that's right. It's definitely been a circled weekend for thousands, and the main reason being that this is a community tradition and a homecoming event that brings a lot of people who've moved away back home to Danville. Now, typically this family-friendly free event takes place at Center College, but this year it's happening at the park in front of the courthouse. Organizers say they typically see 15,000 to 25,000 people come to this festival. There's a lot of volunteer community labor that goes into making this possible, but Missy Angolia with the event says it's worth it to see the reunion of friends and families.
It's a wonderful event. I know people that have gone since they were little kids. Lots of people come back into town this week and they do their family reunions, their class reunions. It brings everybody back. It's just kind of a homecoming for a lot of people. So I think they're very excited to get back to Danville, to get back in brass and just enjoy a good time after the last year and a half that we've all had.
Now, as a reminder, that festival is going to be kicking off at 5:30. And just so you know, if you plan on coming out here today, you might want to bring a lawn chair and maybe an umbrella in case it rains again to see the concert. Live in Danville, I'm Danielle Seda, ABC 36 News.
Thank you, Danielle. A state of emergency has been declared after flooding in Lee County. What's even worse is it comes just months after that devastating winter flooding. We have a map that shows Kentucky Highway 52 with landslides that have blocked it in several places. But there are several other areas across the county with washed out roads and bridges. County leaders say flash flooding is the issue this time. So the water is going down, but you should still be careful, especially driving around or in low-lying areas.
Kentucky community college students won't see a tuition increase this fall. Freezing tuition at $179 per credit hour was one of many actions in the busy community college board meeting Friday. It's designed to try to reverse declining enrollment. Out-of-state students pay more. The board also approved one-time bonuses of $2,000 or 2% of salary, whichever is higher, for every employee. A study next year will look at potential pay raises. College residents will decide when to pay the bonuses. In addition to the budget for the state's community colleges, the board elected Lisa Desmarais of Covington as chairman. She won 6-5 over James of Madisonville. Stevens later was unanimously elected vice chairman. Wendy J. Fletcher of Moorhead was reelected secretary. Board members debated at length changes to a salary plan.
Compression circumstance. And the other fallout from this is when you go that long without salary increases, you wind up with it's a natural selection process that your best people are the ones who are hungry and are looking for other opportunities. And why you lose many good people that you would rather not lose because of these salary impacts.
The last pay raise for any community college staff was 3% more than 4 years ago.
The Pritchard Committee for Academic Excellence has voted to support a lawsuit challenging the use of tax credit to support non-public schools. The lawsuit challenges parts of a bill lawmakers passed that would establish tax credits that could be used to pay for tuition and fees at non-public schools. The Pritchard Committee Board of Directors says it couldn't find enough evidence that the tax credits enhance academic performance in other states. It advises lawmakers invest in public education instead. The Lexington Fayette branch of the NAACP is encouraging everyone to mark the importance of Juneteenth. Celebrated June 19th, the holiday recognizes the day in 1865 Union soldiers reached Galveston, Texas to announce the Civil War had ended and all slaves were free. Lexington has a special connection to Juneteenth. The man who made the announcement in Galveston, Major General Gordon Granger. He's buried in the Lexington Cemetery. There's a group who honors him every year on Juneteenth. For more information on that and other Juneteenth events in our area, visit WTVQ.com. An effort to help Kentucky veterans families have a free place to stay in, of course, the case that, God forbid, a veteran has an extended stay at a Lexington VA hospital. We'll have more on that.
Plus, a little girl's killer spelling skills are sending her to the national stage where she will be the only student representing Kentucky.
And with reports of roads being impassable earlier today or even completely washed out, I can't stress enough. Never drive through or try to attempt to drive through flooded areas. Just 12 inches up to a foot can carry away a small car, while just a half foot can carry away adult. Large vehicles, don't try it either. Up to 2 feet can carry you away and put you into a dangerous situation. The latest track on these storms coming up after the break.
The celebrity dating game.
You don't have to be a star to date one.
If you were a roller coaster, what would you be called?
Top Thrill, because I'll take you from 0 to 120 in 4 seconds.
The celebrity dating game, Monday on ABC.
performance in your backyard. With battery power made by Steel. Our AK Homeowner Series starts at just $199.99. Not sold at Lowe's or the Home Depot. Pick up now at over 10,000 local Steel dealers.
Has your loved one been abused in a nursing home? Bed sores, broken bones, dehydration, and malnutrition are all signs of abuse. Call Hughes & Coleman, 800-800-4600.
Babe, there's a wet spot in the hallway. And now the roof is leaking. You said you fixed it.
I did say I fixed it. Honey, it's fine. See? Son of a...
Big Blue Roofing. Go with the only roofing company that I trust. Big Blue Roofing. No payments, 0% financing for up to 12 months. Repair that leaky roof now so your wifey doesn't go all ballistic on you. Visit bigblueroofing.com.
Go Cats and go Big Blue Roofing.
Erica Bivens. Weekdays on Good Morning Kentucky.
Here's something the insurance companies don't want you to know. When you hire a personal injury lawyer, on average, you'll get 3 times more money than those who don't. Now you know. There's only one Morgan & Morgan. ForThePeople.com.
ABC 36 Storm Team Weather is brought to you by Kentucky Farm Bureau. In good weather and bad, there's Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment. The ABC 36 Storm Team Forecast. Independently certified the most accurate in Central Kentucky.
Well, our tropical-like weather pattern continues today. We are seeing that very humid conditions outside, providing a lot of moisture for these storms to be really playing along with, and it's going to be dumping some of that heavy rain. We've already seen that. That's why we do have that flash flood watch until 2 o'clock in the morning. But we do have improvements on the way in the forecast. But right now, we do have a flash flood warning for Clay and Owsley County. This includes Bar Creek and Brutus as well. And this is going to go until about another 5 minutes is when it's set to expire. We also parts more in central Clay County. This goes until 6:15, including Hector. And again, roads could be covered with water. We have another part of Clay County and Laurel County until 6:45, and a little bit farther to the north in Laurel County until 7:30 includes Oakley. And we have another flash flood warning. Yes, these storms are just putting down a lot of rain. This is for Whitley County until 6 o'clock. And just to look at our live HD radar, Williamsburg, you're about to get hit again with some heavy rain moving back into your area. So that's going to elevate that risk for flash flooding that's already there. Our ground is very saturated at this point. Somerset, some heavy rain moving into your area, and also some heavy rain in Liberty. You see how slow some of these storms are actually moving through near Ellisburg as well. Zooming back up to the north near Richmond and Lexington. We've been hearing some of the rumbles of thunder here at the station over Lexington. We have some of those storms moving all through. Heavy rain just south of Winchester, and that's tracking to the south near Richmond as well. So zooming on out and timing this for the next several hours. 7 o'clock, still seeing some of those showers and thunderstorms. Heavy rain will still be packed with it as well. 11 o'clock, we start to see things die on down. But again, overnight, we could still see an isolated shower. But really, because of all that rain, patchy fog will be possible overnight and into early tomorrow morning. But right now, boy, look at the rain on our Hickson, Funson, Bluegrass Care, Navigator, Skyview, and Lexington. The raindrops on our lens and some of those dark clouds out there. Temperatures were able to warm up into the 80s, where the rain has moved out near Georgetown and Frankfort, back up into the middle 80s, while it's 83 in Lexington, 82 in Richmond, 70 in Mount Sterling. Tonight we'll be dropping down into the upper 60s. Storms ending later this evening, and tomorrow we start to dry out, but it's still going to be a very warm, also humid day. We'll have temperatures warming up into the middle 80s. So looking at our futurecast for Saturday, a few light rain showers will be possible in southeastern Kentucky the rest of the day. We're going to have a mixture of sunshine and clouds later in the evening. Could see some light rain showers overnight. And then on Sunday, we have a better chance of some of those showers and thunderstorms as a cold front moves on through. But a high pressure system is going to be following it, and that humidity is going to start to drop next week. And also, really from that heat. Tuesday, high of 79, but a lot of sunshine majority of the week.
Thank you, Chelsea. Let's head outside now for a check of the Frankfort Live Toyota traffic report. Right now, actually, according to Lexington's Traffic Management Center, no delays at this time.
And coming up next, an 11-year-old that can definitely spell better than me is hoping to be the best in the country. We hear from her and that journey to the National Spelling Bee. And a little bit later, Central Kentucky high school students recognized and a send-off as they go off to military academies. Stay with us.
Do you love your morning coffee but hate what it does to your smile? Coffee might kickstart your morning, but it's also kicking you in the teeth by making them yellow and dingy. And you probably know by now that coffee stains are stubborn stains. Whitening toothpaste can't even begin to handle them. But I'm here to tell you about Power Swabs. With just 5-minute applications, you can tell those coffee stains to kiss off. Because 5-minute applications is all it takes for Power Swabs to lift coffee stains, tea stains, red wine stains, and even stains from smoking.
I love my coffee in the morning.
I will never stop drinking coffee. I will not be the person drinking hot coffee with a straw.
As much coffee as I drink, I can use my Power Swabs and eliminate the staining.
If you have one tooth that's darker than the others, you can target that one with Swab Precision.
You can put it directly on the stain that you see on your teeth, and it's so precise.
I like being able to individually get the teeth and kind of in between the grooves.
You just snap, swab, and smile. In fact, in 7 days, you probably won't be able to stop smiling.
It's so simple. You just open it, you apply it to your teeth, you forget it's there, and they're white and bright again like they were before.
I noticed actually a difference the first time that I used Power Swabs. You put on the first coat and then the activator goes on, and immediately you start seeing it working.
Not only will Power Swabs whiten natural teeth, it also removes stains from caps, crowns, and veneers. But as powerful as it is, it's also gentle and causes 0 to minimal sensitivity.
I've used strips. They seem to really hurt my teeth. The Power Swabs, it just seemed very gentle.
This didn't sting, it didn't burn, it didn't have an aftertaste. It was just a swab, and I just got to rub it on my teeth, and that was it.
Take it from me as someone who has gone the dental route, but has also gone on the shelf route, and I've not seen anything work as effective and as easy as Power Swabs.
Whiten your teeth today by ordering Power Swabs and receive 40% off the regular price. Shipping is free, plus you receive a free quick stick pen to use on the go after meals or a cup of coffee. Visit powerswabs.com or call the number on your screen.
This portion of ABC 36 News is delivered by Papa John's new Epic Stuffed Crust. $12 for a one topping.
A Lexington 5th grader will be the only Kentuckian in this year's Scripps National Spelling Bee, making her debut tomorrow in the preliminaries.
This was actually her first attempt at qualifying, and clearly all of her hard work, it's paid off so far. ABC 36's Alex King explains what goes into the competition.
It's fun to be able to do it.
And by it, 5th grader Lindsay DeVore means spelling. What are some of your favorite words to spell?
Onomatopoeia.
Ooh, will you spell it for me?
Onomatopoeia.
Lindsay is following in her 2 older sisters' footsteps by competing in the Scripps National Spelling Bee preliminaries. She says she hopes to continue competing in the spelling bee until the cutoff in 8th grade.
I read through them and someone quizzes me on them.
Well, it's not that easy. Lindsay was given a list of 4,000 words, and her coach, better known as Dad, helps her study.
She's worked really hard for this. She's been working on this for 15, 16 months now. So I think she's ready. I think she'll do her best, and we're excited to see how she does.
Mom and Dad both encourage schools to get their students involved with the spelling bee. He says it teaches kids a lot of great life lessons.
It's a lot more than just spelling. It's public speaking and just thinking clearly under pressure. A lot of hard work, and just taking that hard work and just being able to stand up in front of people and just dig deep inside and pull that all out and hopefully do well.
The competition, usually in Washington, D.C., will take place virtually, so Lindsay can participate in the comfort of her own home. Good luck. In Lexington, Alex King, ABC 36 News.
Aw, so cute. Thank you, Alex. High school students headed into military academies were celebrated this morning with a send-off ceremony. Representative Andy Barr hosted the event at the KHSAA in Lexington. From Frankfort, Palmer Collette and Lawrenceburg's Morgan Choir are both planning to go to the U.S. Air Force Academy. From Georgetown, Emily Spencer and Lexington's William Webb are planning to attend the U.S. Naval Academy. And Pierce Hall, also from Lexington, is expected to attend the U.S. Military Academy at West Point.
Freshman basketball cat Bryce Hopkins used to be a Cardinal, but then he flipped to Kentucky. Why the Cats over Louisville? You'll hear from him coming up in sports.
And rain tried its best to stop it, but the game must go on. Catch highlights from the KHSAA state softball tournament coming up in sports.
House down the road had been renovated and it was beautiful, and when I found out Southern Home Renovations did the work, I knew they would be great. I told them I wanted my siding replaced, I wanted new trim around all my windows, I wanted new front doors, and I wanted a window in the garage. Well, I loved watching it transform day by day, but when my husband got home from out of town, he said, "I can't believe this is our house." I would definitely recommend Southern Home Renovations. They can cover anything you need and do it in a timely and professional way.
How we doing?
Fabulous.
I wonder how the firm's doing without its fearless leader. You sure you want to leave that all behind?
Yeah. Stay restless with the icon that does the same. The RX, crafted by Lexus.
Get special offers on the 2021 RX 350.
Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
Go, go!
Playing both sides doesn't always work. But with the Kentucky Lottery's new $20 Max-A-Million scratch-off game, you need both sides just to play. So scratch to the max on both sides with the new Max-A-Million scratch-off game.
The 2 for $6 Classic Mother Cruncher or Big Buford deal from Rally's isn't just a deal, it's a big deal. Get 2 Classic Mother Cruncher chicken sandwiches, 2 Big Bufords, or 1 of each for just $6. Get it delivered through our new rewards app.
This portion of ABC 36 News is brought to you by the Kentucky Lottery, providing over $3.8 billion in grants and scholarships.
There's anything Solid Blue fans love, it's beating Louisville. The Cats did exactly that when they got a commit from Bryce Hopkins. The Illinois native decommitted from the Cards back in August, then a few months later became a Cat when he committed to Kentucky in October. I'm sure you all know what makes Kentucky better than Louisville, but for Hopkins, what made him flip from red to solid blue?
For me, it was just like I felt this was the best situation for me. If I come here and do what I have to do, I know I can get to the next level with all that Coach Kyle has to offer. So I just came here. It wasn't nothing personal with them. I just wanted to do what's best for me and just for my dreams and stuff like that to get to the NBA. So that was the biggest thing for me.
When Kentucky needed a 3 last season, they really only had 2 guys they could depend on, Davion Mintz and Dante Allen. As we all know, that's not the case this year. We still don't know if Mintz is coming back, but Davidson's Kellen Grady and Iowa's C.J. Frederick will both join Dante Allen. That's huge. When Allen entered the game last season, we all knew why he was in. Shoot threes. Can't do that this year. Teams keyed on him. Can't do that. Allen talked about what that means for him this season.
No, that's exciting. That's exciting. Like I said, having more shooters, more people that do those things. Obviously, I was that kind of player last year. That's what we needed on the team. So I can show more of my total game. I can give what I can to allow our teams to win games.
Reports are the #1 player in the class of 2022 is reclassifying and will enter college this fall. Or will he? College Hoops insider Adam Zagoria is reporting Jalen Duren is planning to graduate and play basketball this fall. The question is where? The good news, he's expected to visit Kentucky in late June. The bad news, 24/7 Sports has their top player of the class going pro. Cal said a couple weeks ago he has room on his roster but does not know if anyone will be added. The Cats have a loaded front court already, but I'd imagine Cal would welcome Duren. Today was supposed to be the beginning of the first full day of the KHSAA softball tournament out at John Kropp Stadium. 4 games on the schedule, but rain has something to say about that. Let's go out to John Kropp Stadium. Umbrellas out in full force for rain and sunshine on the first early game. Lewis and Wolfe County squaring off top 5, 2-on-2 out. Elena Puente drops a blooper. It's going to fall in. That's going to bring in a run. Makes it 9-3 Lady Lions. In the bottom half, runners in scoring position for Macy Gullett. Pitch comes in, contact, yeah, that'll do. A run will score. It's going to make it 9-4. Lady Wolves would have a chance to make things interesting in the 6th, but end up falling 10-6. Johnson Central and Boyle County in the second game of the day. That game was supposed to start at 2, ended up starting at 4. It's in a lightning delay as it stands now. It's supposed to start at 5:30, likely won't. Boyle County up 1-0 though. And here's a look at your full bracket. Lewis County will play the winner of that Johnson Central Boyle County game. Be warned, these times subject to change and will change once the KHSAA decides what to do. Games were supposed to be at 11, 2, 5, and 8 today. That 8 o'clock game, the problem. Games are about 2 hours behind, so no shot that one begins at 10. We'll keep you updated, though. It's all for sports. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
My dad always taught us that the better you treat your customers, the longer you'll stay in business. And that's how I treat all my customers. I treat them as if I'm selling a car to my mother. There's not a better feeling than seeing a family or a single mother or somebody get into a car when they've been told no everywhere else. Whether you have good credit, bad credit, no credit, we have 100% guaranteed credit approval. We can help people get on their feet and help them establish credit. Put your tax dollars to good use for your family. And come join our family here at Rayon Auto Group.
Struggling to get fresh air this spring? It's time for new energy-efficient replacement windows from Champion. Right now, every Comfort 365 window style is 40% off.
At Champion, we make buying new windows easy. Unlike some other companies, we control every step of the process. We design, build, install, and guarantee it for life.
Stay comfortable all year long and get 40% off all styles. Call now or download our free buyer's guide at getchampionwindows.com.
Some days, you just don't have it. Not my uncle, though. He's taking Trulicity for his type 2 diabetes. And now, he's really on his game.
Once weekly Trulicity lowers your A1C by helping your body release the insulin it's already making. Most people reached an A1C under 7%. Plus, Trulicity can lower your risk of cardiovascular events. It can also help you lose up to 10 pounds. Trulicity is for type 2 diabetes. It isn't for people with type 1 diabetes. It's not approved for use in children. Don't take Trulicity if you're allergic to it. You or your family have medullary thyroid cancer or have multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Stop Trulicity and call your doctor right away if you have an allergic reaction, a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, changes in vision, or diabetic retinopathy. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Taking Trulicity with sulfonylurea or insulin raises low blood sugar risk. Side effects include nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea, which can lead to dehydration and may worsen kidney problems. Show your world what's truly inside. Ask your doctor about once weekly Trulicity.
If you're wondering where Tom is, he's busy working his other job today.
Oh, yes. My hardworking colleague and friend is in Louisville today on behalf of Kentucky's veterans. He spoke at the VFW State Convention at the Galt House. This is actually Tom with incoming statewide VFW Commander Edwin Vincent. Tom is the president of Friends of Lexington Fisher House. That's an organization raising money to build a home on Lexington VA property that would give veterans' families a place to stay while their loved one is being treated at either of the city's 2 VA hospitals. That allows families to worry less about the cost of travel and lodging and just be where they're needed with their loved ones. VFWs statewide are raising money for Lexington's Fisher House, and you can too. Visit WTVQ.com to find out how.
If it feels like you're paying more for everyday items, you probably are. We'll explain why.
No one wants to pay more. And the wall that heals, visiting Laurel County. Those stories and more in our next half hour.
I'm kind of chill, and Carpet One wanted excitement for their waterproof flooring sale, so I did a jingle.
Save money on floors that are waterproof. Visit Carpet One.
We wear them on our sleeves and give them away. Hearts are important, and we at Cleveland Clinic are the nation's #1 heart program.
People talk about go to Cleveland Clinic, do your research. They're the best. I was extremely grateful for the doctors at Cleveland Clinic.
For every diagnosis, for every triumph, for every care in the world. Cleveland Clinic. If you've been diagnosed with a heart condition, call 855-335-0522.
When building a structure, you must start with a strong foundation. The dirty work is important. Grade 1 Excavation and Concrete is a full-service excavating company providing services like digging foundations, site work construction, drainage, water and sewer, and much more. We're a family-owned business and guaranteed to beat our competition's prices. Honest and reliable, we show up when we say we'll show up. Call today for a free estimate on your next project. Grade 1 Excavation and Concrete. We're the first to the finish line.
Think you need a new roof? Think again. Introducing RoofMax, the first professional and affordable roofing treatment that is scientifically proven to reduce an asphalt roof's aging process. RoofMax's skilled technicians apply a safe, effective, and affordable natural treatment. And within hours, you have a roof that performs like a new roof. Call or go online now to request a free roof assessment. RoofMax, more life, less money, guaranteed.
Shop Carpet One Spring Area Rug Sale. Room size rugs starting at $99. Wool area rugs starting at $399. And don't forget your outdoor area rug. Carpet One, come see us.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us. We continue to track thunderstorms producing heavy rainfall and continues to bring that threat for flash flooding, which is why we do have a flash flood watch in effect until 2 a.m. And this is for all the counties highlighted in this green color. And we do have flash flood warnings that are currently in effect for Clay, Laurel, and Whitley counties. A lot of these are going to be going until close to 7:30 this evening. We could have even more flash flood warnings be issued as more of these thunderstorms track across already saturated ground. Can't stress enough. Turn around, don't drown. Your news starts now.
Every day, things you're buying from meat at the grocery store to gas at the pump, chances you've already noticed that spike in prices.
Overall, consumer prices are up 5% last month from a year ago. And maybe that doesn't seem like a lot, but it's the biggest jump since the 2008 recession. Morgan Norwood has the details in our top story tonight at 5:30.
From the grocery store to the gas pump, even at the car lot, prepared to pay more.
Price of chicken's gone up like 40%.
Surging inflation in nearly every industry. Consumer prices up 5%, rising at the fastest rates in more than 10 years, coming as more states and businesses reopen and people look to return to life as normal.
Consumers are spending more rapidly than businesses can reopen or ramp up and hire up. As long as that's going on, that makes it hard for prices to abate.
In May, the price of beef up 2.3%. Cereals and baked goods, 0.5%. Clothing climbing to 5%. And get this, gasoline up 56% from a year ago.
A lot of people are out wanting to buy things right now, and that bids up the prices some too.
Perhaps the biggest surge of all, the price of used cars, up nearly 30% due to a loss of demand during the pandemic and a global shortage of semiconductors, a key car part.
We need to take action.
The Biden-Harris administration even launching a new task force to tackle these critical supply chain disruptions.
We're going to keep an eye on it, but we think it should resolve in the next few months.
In the meantime, here are some ways to ease the pain of these various price hikes for drivers.
Figure out how much it takes to fill up your gas tank, and then drive less miles than that.
For the price of food, consider cooking.
Eat home when you can. Ensure that you are not utilizing delivery services because a meal that costs $10 could ultimately cost you $25.
And finally, to curb energy cost.
You want to turn off the lights if you are not using them.
And experts say the biggest savings can come from eating lighter, less meat, and planning meals around unused freezer or pantry items. You can also try a bulk buy with neighbors and friends. Morgan Norwood, ABC News, San Bernardino County, California.
Thanks, Morgan. I know the prices at the gas pump have really been hurting me. Well, Americans lost millions of dollars in sweepstakes and lottery scams during the pandemic. According to a report from the Better Business Bureau, it totaled $227 million. Government agencies also saw reports of financial losses increase during 2020. The BBB says quarantine and isolation may have played a factor last year.
The state's revenue collections kept surging last month in May. Kentucky officials say it's far better than May 2020 during the height of the pandemic. State Budget Director John Hicks says general fund receipts rose almost 57%. That's nearly $443 million above what was collected in May 2020. The general fund pays for most state services, so that includes public safety, health care, and education. But Republican lawmakers say they're concerned about the economy, particularly how hard it is right now to hire people.
All Madison County Schools employees will get at least an $1 an hour pay raise. The Richmond Register reports the school board approved the raise. According to the paper, Chief Financial Officer Mark Wood says the district started making adjustments based on talk in the open market of a potential minimum wage increase.
No need to worry about school shopping this year in Franklin County. According to the Frankfort State Journal, the district says it'll pay for every student's supplies, preschool through 12th grade. It's going to pay. Superintendent Mark Kopp tells the paper it's something the district has considered before for a while, but this is the first time it's had federal money to do it because of the coronavirus. The State Journal reports the district is reserved up to $400,000. It's $140,000 per student to pay for the supplies. It'll just be so far for the next school year.
What a great way to spend that money. We now know when the Scott County School District plans to hire its new superintendent. The district says it'll conduct interviews Monday and Tuesday. The board plans to make its decision Thursday. Unlike the very public Fayette County Public Schools superintendent process, Scott County says it plans to keep its finalists' names private out of respect for them.
The Department for Justice is investigating the department under the Trump administration,
who was looking for Democrats' digital records through Apple. That story still to come.
And flash flooding can and often occurs with little to no warning. We've already had reports of roads being impassable or completely washed out, so don't underestimate the power of water. Just a foot can carry away a small vehicle, a half foot can knock over an adult, and 2 feet, so large vehicles, don't even try it either. That can carry you away and put you in some very dangerous situations. Have the latest track of where our storms currently are coming up after the break.
The celebrity dating game. You don't have to be a star to date one.
If you were a roller coaster, what would you be called?
Top Thrill, because I'll take you from 0 to 120 in 4 seconds.
The celebrity dating game, Monday on ABC.
Is your child displaying abnormal behavior, changes in eating or sleeping habits, outbursts at home or school? Even crying and sadness are signs of anxiety, depression, and trauma. Nurture Nest works with your entire family to get to the root of the problem. Nurture Nest has a staff of therapists who can not only treat children, but clients of all ages and with a variety of symptoms. Referrals and insurance are not necessary to start treatment, so go online today to request an appointment. Nurture Nest, where healing takes flight.
I'm Tommy Covey. This is my son Titus. I've said it 1,000 times and I'm going to keep saying it. There's no reason to go to Green's Toyota for any service or repair on your vehicle unless you simply want to overpay for it. At Covey's, you won't be taken advantage of or be the victim of the day. Green's can't say that. I've personally seen the estimates that they've given customers for repairs their vehicle does not need. So, don't forget, if you're not calling Covey's Auto first,
then you're just cheating yourself.
Covey's Auto, 1267 Eastland Drive.
Enjoy your landscape even after the sun sets with a state-of-the-art LED lighting system from Bluegrass Irrigation. Landscape lighting is one of the most innovative ways to highlight your home, landscape, and walkways, adding curb appeal, safety, and security. Call Bluegrass Irrigation today and get a free quote on a customized, energy-efficient LED lighting system, or visit bluegrassirrigation.com. Transform your landscape into an artscape with Bluegrass Irrigation.
This portion of ABC 36 News is brought to you in part by West Shore Home. For more info on West Shore Home, visit westshorehome.com. ABC 36 Storm Team Weather is brought to you by Kentucky Farm Bureau. In good weather and bad, there's Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment. The ABC 36 Storm Team Forecast. Independently certified the most accurate in Central Kentucky.
Well, after a full week of it, we just had a round out Friday with more thunderstorms. We've had that humidity and then those afternoon thunderstorms sparking with a lot of rain, very tropical-like. But right now we had some heavy rain on our Hickson Fence and Bluegrass Care Navigator Skyview, but it looks like we still have some of that, but also some blue skies out there. I promise you we do have improvements on the way in our forecast, but for right now our concern is flash flooding. We have that flash flood watch for majority of eastern Kentucky highlighted in green, including Mount Vernon, London, Jackson, West Liberty to Hazard until 2 o'clock in the morning. And we currently still have some of those flash flood warnings. Earlier we had one for Owsley in Clay County. That has now expired about 15 minutes ago, and we can currently have a flash flood warning for parts of Clay and Laurel County until 6:45, and then even a little bit farther to the north in Laurel County until 7:30. A little farther to the south, we have this is for Laurel and also Whitley County until 7:15. This includes Grove and also North Corbin. And another flash flood warning for majority of Whitley County, including Williamsburg, until 6 o'clock. We just had heavy rain and continue to see heavy rain in Williamsburg coming down, so elevating that risk for flash flooding. It's not going to take a lot for that water to rise. Some of the rain starting to let up just a little bit in Somerset and more rain showers near Liberty and Ellisburg, zooming up a little bit closer to Lexington. Heavy rain getting ready to move out of the area, but heavy rain heading towards to Richmond, Winchester. These are slow moving storms to the south, southeast, dumping a lot of rain. This also stretches into Versailles, and also some rain just moved through Frankfort. A lot of lightning. We're hearing a lot of that thunder over our station right now, but a little bit farther to the north of us near the Ohio River, more thunderstorms tracking to the south that will be moving through our area this evening. So timing everything out, 7 o'clock tonight, still expect those scattered showers and thunderstorms. Then it starts to let up around 11 o'clock. Some patchy fog will be possible overnight. But temperatures where it's raining, knocked down into the 70s. Elsewhere, it's in the 80s currently, 81 in Richmond, 72 in Lexington, 84 in Frankfort, while 71 in London. Tonight only dropping down into the upper 60s, very similar for the past several evenings. And then tomorrow warming up to a high around 85. It's going to be a very warm and humid day, but majority of it should be dry. Maybe a few showers in the morning for southeastern Kentucky, but then those clouds move on out. Later during the evening, a few light rain showers will be possible, but again, the majority of the day should stay drier. Better chance for rain this weekend will be on Sunday, primarily during the afternoon with the cold front moving on through. But then a high pressure system, it's going to be following it, and our humidity, it's going to be dropping. But we have to hold on to it throughout the weekend, but then it improves. Next week, it really starts to drop down, dropping our dew points into the 60s and 50s, making it feel a lot more comfortable out there, not quite as sticky. Tomorrow, high of 85, 84 on Sunday, with those scattered showers and thunderstorms drying out majority of next week. Now it's time for some local steals and deals. Here's Lisa Robertson.
If there's one thing that makes every girl's day, it's the perfect bag. This is a line called Convolare, and it's a line that is all about Italian leather. Now, there's a celebrity that started this line when she was in Italy, and she went to see the tanneries, because when you're a celebrity, you can do that. And they were showing her the leather and talking about the couture bags that are made from that leather, and she thought, wait a minute, I can make a line of bags with this leather, and it doesn't have to be $1 million, and that's where this line was born. Beautiful bags. This is that gorgeous large tote with the beautiful vanilla suede in the front and this gorgeous fringe. By the way, if you look at fringe, you can tell the quality of the leather. This drapes like butter. And great function on the inside, beautiful hand stitching, great quality. And here's a little plus. Wait, where are my keys? Right here on the key keeper. This is one of those bags that carries everything you want and looks absolutely gorgeous. And you can also get the small bags like this crossbody that has more function than my suitcase. All of these are small batch. All of these are bags you're not going to see coming and going. They're not in stores. And I love that you're going to have that amazing look and you're not going to see other people carrying it. Right now on localsteals.com, we have a special offer on so many of these beautiful bags that whether you want to get a whole new bag wardrobe or you just want to get one very special piece, you are definitely going to find something you will love.
Patient Choice Ultrasound Thermography. This is Kim. How may I help you?
Hi, my doctor just ordered a gallbladder ultrasound,
an echocardiogram,
a venous Doppler. I'm pretty nervous. I don't know what to expect.
Well, I'm scheduled at the hospital, but the price is so high.
You are cash-based? That price includes everything?
Yeah, I've got this crazy high deductible, so a reduced cash price sounds perfect.
You can get me in? Yes, I've got an order. I'm coming to Patient Choice.
Patient Choice is my choice.
Now I've got a choice in Patient Choice.
What is that?
When it comes to leaf blowers, size matters.
The Leaf Gang! The Leaf Gang! Yes!
Same goes for your law firm. Morgan & Morgan.
Going big?
America's largest injury law firm.
That was awesome.
You're on the move every day. You're mobile, and so is Community Trust Bank. Now, you've got one-touch access to your accounts. No need to remember or update passwords. Make a deposit with a click, not a pen. No deposit slip and no line. And get that morning cup of joe without the hassle, without the wait. Community Trust Bank is dedicated to making your banking experience secure, fast, and easy. Don't wait. Go mobile with Community Trust Bank. Building communities built on trust.
The 2 for $6 Classic Mother Cruncher or Big Buford deal from Rally's isn't just a deal, it's a big deal. Get your pick of 2 premium Classic Mother Cruncher sandwiches, 2 deliciously filling and indulgent Big Bufords, or one of each of these superior sandwiches for just $6. It's the biggest deal since the birth of baby Bigfoot, and the biggest deal since the invention of the word big. Boom! The 2 for $6 Classic Mother Cruncher or Big Buford deal from Rally's. It's a pretty big deal. Get it delivered through our new rewards app.
Go, go!
Playing both sides doesn't always work. But with the Kentucky Lottery's new $20 Max-A-Million scratch-off game, you need both sides just to play. So scratch to the max on both sides with the new Max-A-Million scratch-off game.
In your Nation View, new information reveals former President Donald Trump's Justice Department was digging into Democratic leaders' digital records from their Apple devices.
ABC News confirmed prosecutors subpoenaed communications data of Democrats to find out if they were leaking classified information. Rena Roy explains.
The current Justice Department's Inspector General now announcing an investigation into former President Trump's Department of Justice after new details emerged about its subpoenaing the communications data of at least 2 Democratic members of Congress and members of their family. The Inspector General releasing a statement saying, in part, the review will examine the department's compliance with applicable DOJ policies and procedures and whether any such uses or the investigations were based upon improper considerations. Congressman Adam Schiff telling MSNBC he was targeted.
It's hard to express just how shocking an abuse of power this really is.
Sources say prosecutors under Attorney General Jeff Sessions subpoenaed Apple for the data in 2018. The information coming out now with Apple's gag order expiring. Congressman Eric Swalwell speaking out on CNN saying his data was also seized.
I was notified, Dawn, by Apple that they did seize my records. It's wrong. This is what they do. They smear and they try and clear.
The New York Times reports former Attorney General Bill Barr revived the leak investigation when he took over the Justice Department. But Barr tells Politico he was not aware of any congressman's records being sought in a leak case. Sessions has not commented.
To even reach a threshold of evidence, say just to track somebody or target somebody when I was doing counterterrorism work is amazingly high. I can't imagine what that threshold would be to investigate sitting congressional representatives, even those that might be on the Intel Committee.
Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer and Senate Judiciary Committee Chair Dick Durbin have released a joint statement calling this an assault on the separation of powers, saying the Justice Department must provide information and answers. They add that Barr, Sessions, and other officials involved must testify before the committee or face subpoenas if they refuse. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
Thanks, Rena. A guardsman honored, but not for the first time.
And meet a man who knows this fall has healing powers because it healed him. A story you have to see next.
From coast to coast, we bring Hollywood home to you. That's just how we roll.
Let Quest Counseling be your safe haven. Quest offers counseling for adults, couples, children, and families across the state of Kentucky. Whether it's depression and anxiety, substance abuse, or grief, Quest Counseling can help. Medicare, Medicaid, and most other major insurances are accepted. Quest offers professional therapy and case management for all ages, with in-person or telehealth options available. Visit QuestCounselingLLC.com to schedule an appointment online or call the number below. At Quest Counseling, your mental health matters.
With Steel, the great American outdoors are closer than you think.
Pick up the FS56 RCE trimmer for only $219.99 and get a free 6-pack of Steel Ultra Oil plus double your warranty. Real STIHL. Find yours at over 10,000 local STIHL dealers.
Well. Look at you. You mastered the master bath. You created your own style. And you, yes you, turned a sourdough starter into a sourdough finisher. So when you learn your chronic dry eye is actually caused by reduced tear production due to inflammation, you take it on by talking to your eye care professional about Restasis, which may help you make more of your own tears with continued use twice a day, every day. Restasis helps increase your eye's natural ability to produce tears, which may be reduced by inflammation due to chronic dry eye. Restasis did not increase tear production in patients using anti-inflammatory eye drops or tear duct plugs. To help avoid eye injury and contamination, do not touch the bottle tip to your eye or other surfaces. Wait 15 minutes after use before inserting contact lenses. The most common side effect is a temporary burning sensation. Ask your eye care professional about Restasis. Now to trick out these lights. Visit Restasis.com to learn more.
Hi, this is Jamie Clark with Synergy Home, and we're about to get into air conditioning season, so it's that perfect time to get your spring tune-up on your air conditioner so that it's going to be running at its best. This is a system I installed about 10 years ago, and we want to make sure the equipment is nice and far apart because the fan system in this, as it's drawing air upwards, it's pulling that outside air across these coils, and that's helping to get rid of the heat that it's soaked up in your house that it's dumping out here. Maintenance is really important because these coils, much like your car radiator, are designed to dissipate heat. If you get too much dust, dirt, or plants on them, it'll insulate the coils so they can't get rid of the heat. When you've got leafy plants that are beside, when that fan's blowing, a lot of times that can draw on and block the fan and block it. That's reducing not only the efficiency of your air conditioner, but the capacity of it. So much like this one, we want a nice clean 18 to 24 inches all the way around when possible. We want it at least 10 inches off of the wall, and we want at least 3 feet above it. That way we've got a lot of good fresh air that we can move. That's helping this get rid of that waste heat that it's soaked up in your house that it's moving outside. Even a 1/16 of an inch of dust on this will lower the capacity and the efficiency of the unit as much as 25%. So maintenance is really, really important. So if you've had an air conditioner that may have been struggling the last couple of years, it might be that it's just dirty and needs a really good thorough cleaning. This system's a great example of the need for annual maintenance because we've had this under maintenance for multiple years. We come out every spring and every fall and clean these systems up. And in less than a year, you can see all the mold and dirt build up because we've got heavy trees over top that are always dropping things down on top of the equipment. So us pulling the body off, cleaning it up really nice, that's going to help increase the longevity of the equipment, but also improve the performance from an efficiency standpoint and a capacity standpoint. It's not uncommon for us to go out to a house that the air conditioner is not cooling appropriately to find that the outdoor coil is just dirty and it needs a good cleaning. So give us a call for all your maintenance needs. This is important for both air conditioners and heat pumps. Our number is 859-687-0553 or mysynergyhome.com.
This isn't your typical runaway bride scene. It's a Nissan sales event ad.
Hurry in for a low $219 per month lease on the 2021 Rogue.
Get paid for your trade today. Central Kentucky drivers, Paul Miller Auto Outlet wants your old vehicle. We'll not only buy it on the spot, we'll pay you more for it, up to an additional $2,000 more than it's worth. That's an extra $2,000 in your pocket. Shop our incredible quality pre-owned vehicle selection with prices starting at just $39.95. We've also partnered with the best lenders for additional funds. So no matter what your credit looks like, we can help you get approved.
Get to Paul Miller Auto Outlet now.
Dreaming of a summer getaway? This month, Climate Control is giving away a free week-long vacation when you purchase select new HVAC systems. Whether you like relaxing on sandy beaches or hiking with mountain views, we've got the perfect trip for you. And enjoy a $100 gas card to get you there for a limited time only. Upgrade your HVAC system and take a free vacation on us. Visit climatecontrolcorp.com/free-vacation to learn more.
Please welcome our next guest, Andre.
So, Andre, you just brushed your teeth. What's next?
I was planning on going to sleep.
Yes, but first, our musical guest. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for Death Chant. These guys rule, right? What? Andre?
Spend every night with Jimmy Kimmel. Weeknights on ABC.
This isn't your typical runaway bride scene. It's a Nissan sales event ad.
Hurry in for 0% financing for up to 72 months on 13 models.
A replica of the Vietnam Veterans Memorial in Washington, D.C. is now in Laurel County. The traveling wall comes every year so loved ones can come together to pay their respects in their hometown.
As ABC 36's Bobby McSwine reports, it's a healing experience for some.
It starts helping them heal.
Vietnam-era veteran James Truitt says he knows this firsthand because the Traveling Vietnam Memorial helped heal him.
I've got a cousin on the wall down here. And I remember when the word come in that he was killed over there. He was one of my heroes.
The memorial has come to the Wildcat Harley-Davidson in London for the past few years. It honors fallen Vietnam, Desert Shield, and Desert Storm soldiers. Truitt says he used to avoid the memorial, but not anymore.
It took me several years before I could even go down and look up his name. But I try to now every time I can.
The first time I saw it, I cried.
Vietnam veteran Chris Miller says he saw the memorial in Washington, D.C.
It's a moving experience, but to have it come out here and be able to, take part of this, I don't think it gets any better.
Miller says he knows two people on the wall, one who went to school with him and another who was a neighbor.
They've never found either of those two gentlemen that were downed on a helicopter.
Though heartbreaking, Miller, like Truitt, says seeing their names gives him a sense of peace, and they hope others feel the same.
I say when you can, you need to go to it, and you'll start feeling better.
In London, Bobby McSwine, ABC 36 News.
Thank you, Bobby. The wall will be in London until June 15th if you want to visit. More details on WTVQ.com. A Special Operations Airman from the Kentucky Air National Guard will receive the Air Force's highest medal for non-combat heroism tomorrow. It's in recognition of Master Sergeant Daniel Keller's actions that saved lives after a fiery crash near Louisville in 2018. The award is bestowed on service members who voluntarily display heroism in situations other than combat, usually at the risk of their own life. And Keller did just that, holding his breath and blindly going into a burning car to pull out a trapped driver. This isn't his first recognition for his bravery. He also received the Air Force Cross for saving dozens of lives while in Afghanistan. Be sure to stay with us. Your top stories of the day coming up after the break.
Babe, there's a wet spot in the hallway. And now the roof is leaking. You said you fixed it.
I did say I fixed it. Honey, it's fine. See?
Son of a... Big Blue Roofing. Go with the only roofing company that I trust. Big Blue Roofing. No payments, 0% financing for up to 12 months. Repair that leaky roof now so your wifey doesn't go all ballistic on you. Visit bigblueroofing.com.
Go Cats and go Big Blue Roofing.